Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I put together some really adorable and easy Dollar Tree spring and Easter DIYs. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So let's hop right into it. So I'm going to use the Dollar Tree wood round, and I used a piece of cardboard. All I did was trace out a little bunny and cut it out. I'm going to start off by painting the wood round with some white paint. So I'm going to start creating some lines with my pencil, and I'm going to use my ruler, kind of like create some shiplap lines. Now for the rabbit, I'm going to use some wrapping paper from Dollar Tree. Just going to place the rabbit right on top of the wrapping paper and trace it and just cut it out. Now to place the wrapping paper on top of the rabbit, all I'm going to use is the glue stick. It holds it perfectly fine. I didn't want to use any Mod Podge because the wrapping paper is very, very thin. I bought this wrapping paper from Dollar Tree last year. I'm not sure if they carry it this year, but you can certainly look, or you can use craft paper. To smooth out the wrapping paper, I'm just going to use my Cricut tool. Now I'm just going to cut off that overhanging paper in the back. So now the rabbit needs a bunny tail. Just going to take a little piece off one of these little snowballs that I got from Dollar Tree around Christmas time. Just going to glue it to the bunny. So now I'm going to add some antique wax around the wood round and a little bit in front. There's so many things you can do with these Dollar Tree wood rounds, especially for Easter. I love the way this one comes out. So simple, but so cute. Now I'm going to take that bunny and just hot glue it down on top of that wood round. I'm not going to be using these wood letters. I got these from Temu, but you can always use Dollar Trees or you can use your Cricut. Just going to spell out the word hop. So I'm going to be using a Dollar Tree ribbon and just created a simple little shoelace bow. I'm just going to glue that to the bunny. Now in order to hang it, I'm just going to place, I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's like a wired string. It's not string, but it's wire. You can place it through the holes. And that is it for this project. And look how cute it came out. This one we're going to grab some carrots from Dollar Tree and this board from Dollar Tree, just cut it in half, and I used it before, and some moss. So because it's black, I'm just going to go ahead and paint it brown, and it's called chocolate brown. Now I'm going to take out 5 carrots. I'm only going to use 5. I believe there's 6 in this pack. Now I'm going to place the carrots right on top of that wood piece and then glue them down once I figure out where I want to place them. Now the top of the carrots, I didn't like the way they looked, but I was not able to pull them out. There's like a wire that goes all the way down to the bottom because I was going to replace it with some greenery, but it wasn't going to work. So I left it as is. So I'm just going to glue them down to the wood piece. This is really super easy to make, and if you want to add some color to your house, this is a perfect little DIY. And this is how it looks so far. Now I'm going to grab the moss, and I got this from Dollar Tree. You can use any moss. I'm going to add it all around the carrots, right on top of that wood piece. Multitasking. I'm not left-handed. I was using my left hand with the glue gun. So I'm making it nice and thick around the carrots, adding a lot of moss so you can't really see the brown underneath. So I thought it needed some green floral. So I'm going to be using these little green florals that I got from Dollar Tree. Just going to cut a few pieces out and place them all in between the carrots. This step is optional. You don't have to use the green floral. You can just leave it as is. It is cute, but I thought it just needed a little greenery, you know, being a carrot patch. Now I want to add a little sign, so I grabbed this little chalkboard piece from Dollar Tree. The back end fell off somewhere, I don't know. I'm just going to use a little skew stick to place them back, and then I'm going to write out spring is here. Unfortunately, this marker was not working right. I had to cut the tip, and then went ahead and rewrote spring is here again on the little chalkboard piece. And then I'm going to place it in back of the carrots, just glue it down. That's pretty much it for this one. I think it's adorable. And this project is done. For this one, we're going to use a Dollar Tree house. I got this a few years ago. I haven't seen them since. And we're going to use a jingle block and a piece of cardboard. Now I'm going to freehand a bird on the cardboard piece. I'm not the best at drawing, but it does come out pretty good. And then I'm going to cut the bird out. Now the bird's cut out, I'm just going to peel off the first layer of the paper of the bird. You don't have to do this step. You can leave it as is, but I wanted the rigid look to the bird. Now I'm going to be using the back of the house. I'm going to be painting it with this paint called Cloudiness. And look how watery this is. This is brand new. I never seen paint this watery, but this is the color I wanted to use, so I went ahead and used it. Now for the bird, I'm going to go ahead and paint that with some Territorial beige. And then on the outside of the bird, I'm just going to add a tinge of burnt umber. So I'm going to use my black marker and just create a little eye for the bird. Now I'm going to be using some antique wax. Just going to go around the birdhouse with a little bit of the antique wax. However, I went a little heavy and I did redo it. I added a little pink as well, here and there. Now I'm going to be using some large paint sticks. I just cut them for the roof. Now you can see where I redid the house and I made it a lot lighter than it was. Now I'm going to place those paint sticks for the top of the roof. Just going to glue them down. Now I didn't need to paint them because it came with this color. I like the color. I don't even know where I got these from. I think I got these from Lowe's. I'm not sure. Maybe Home Depot. But they came in this color and I liked it. Now I'm going to be using one of the Dollar Tree Jangle blocks. Just going to glue it to the birdhouse because I need to place the bird right on top of something. So I'm trying to figure out where I should place it. I'm trying to figure out if I should raise up the bird a little bit. So I did take a little piece of wood to raise up the bird a little bit. Now I'm going to be adding a little bit of the moss. Well, actually I got this from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to place a little bit on top of that little jangle block. Now I found this little piece of wood in my stash. I'm just going to use that to raise up the bird. I'm just going to glue it to the back of the birdhouse first, and then place the bird right on top. I add a little more moss around the bird's feet. Now I made a little bow out of some jute twine, and I made a messy bow out of some fabric that I had, and just going to place that right underneath that little perch. I added a little greenery underneath it as well. Give it some color. So I'm going to place that jute twine bow right over the top. I wanted to add a little spring. So I grabbed this little wire from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to twist it into like a spring loop and then glue it to the corner. So I want to give it a little tag, and I grab a little piece of wood out of my stash. Just going to paint it with some Territorial beige, and then I'm going to write out the word spring. Now I'm going to glue it right underneath that bow, and then I'm going to take a black button from Dollar Tree and place it right in the middle of that jute twine bow. And that's pretty much it for this. I think it came out adorable. All right, for this one, we're going to take a Dollar Tree chicken and a little palette from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the chicken and the palette with the brown truffle paint. Now I'm going to use a piece of candle wax and just place it all over the chicken because I'm going to be applying a yellow paint over the top. Now I'm going to be using a color called Sunny Day Yellow Paint. Just going to apply it right over the chicken. Just going to use one coat. Now I'm going to use my Cricut tool to chip off some of that yellow paint. I decided to use a different tool to chip off that paint. So I wanted to add a bow to the chicken. I just took a little bit of Dollar Tree ribbon, and I believe one's from Hobby Lobby. Just created like a messy bow. I'm going to hot glue it to the chicken and use a Dollar Tree button to place in the middle. Now I want to give the chicken a eye. I'm going to use a black marker and just create a little eye for the chicken. Now I'm going to glue the chicken on top of that palette. Now if you don't want to paint this, you can always use craft paper or anything like that, or even tissue paper. But I decided to paint it. I thought it looked really cute. Yellow and brown. Now I'm going to be using some moss. I got this from Dollar Tree. All I'm going to do is glue the moss on top of the palette at the bottom. So I wanted to add like some type of tag. I took a piece of drop cloth, just going to write out the word chirp. Now I'm going to glue it right underneath that Dollar Tree button. And that's it for this project, and look how cute it came out. For this one, we're going to take a Dollar Tree plastic egg. This is the smaller one. We're going to make a cute little sugar egg. Now on the back of the egg, it has this little round outline. I'm going to use my glue gun to create some holes because I don't have anything to cut that out. Plus it's plastic and will crack easy. But if you have one of those wood carvers or whatever they're called, you can use soldering. I don't know what they're called, but you can use that as well. Probably be better. But I just used my glue gun and just went around and poked some holes, and then I was able to cut it out. Now I'm going to paint it with some baby blue paint. You can see that it's really rigid in the middle, but that's okay because I'm going to cover it with some trim. Now for the clear piece in the back, I'm going to use white paint inside because I will be placing some craft paper inside. Now my camera shut off when I was doing this, but all I did was use this Hobby Lobby trim. I just glued it around that circle. Now I'm going to take a little piece of fluorofoam, just place it inside the egg. Now I created a little rabbit out of some air dried clay. I'm not the best at creating things, but I'm just giving you an idea of what you can place inside. So I'm going to place that little rabbit that I made and glue them inside after I place the craft paper on the other side of the egg. Just cut it out the shape of the egg. Now I'm just going to hot glue around the edges so it doesn't move. Now here's the rabbit I made. I kind of messed up on his face a little bit, but that's okay. Still comes out cute. Now I'm just going to place him inside the egg. Now you can place anything you want inside. I'm just placing down a little rabbit. You can put carrots in there or anything you decide. Now I'm going to close up the egg. Now I want to decorate around the egg. I'm going to use a Dollar Tree ribbon. All I'm going to do is hot glue it all around the side seam. Now, if you want to get really creative, you can use puffy paint and make it almost look like an edible sugar egg. I was just giving you an idea what you can do with these little eggs from Dollar Tree. Now, sometimes my phone just decides to shut off when it wants to. But I decided to add a little Dollar Tree yellow ribbon at the top of the egg, and I just glued that down. and 2 little butterflies. These are from Dollar Tree. All I did was glue them down on the egg as well. Now these little flowers are from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to go ahead and glue them on the side just to give it some pretty color. I want the egg to be sitting out on top of something, so I'm going to be using these Hobby Lobby wood candlestick holders. Now you can always use something from Dollar Tree. All I'm going to do is glue the egg on top of that candlestick holder, and that's pretty much it for this project. I think this came out super cute. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Till next time, guys, take care. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.